Hi guys, it's Mamie. Part 2 of my December daily flip. I think we ended off here on day 14, so let's jump right in. So day 15 was not a very good day for Mamie. No, it wasn't. So what I did is I just journaled on I just typed up, I journaled, and I printed it out, and I just tucked it in because I do want that to be known, because I don't want to make it obvious like a page like this, but I do want to document days that aren't so good. It comes with the territory, it comes with life. There's ups and downs, there's ebbs and flows, and I had a very weepy day in December. I know that a lot of people have hard times, and I don't want to deny that, so I just documented the weepy day that I had there. Moving along, day 16, it was a wonderful snowstorm. So I went out on my porch and out on my driveway and took some pictures of the snowstorm. It was so beautiful. I love snow. Day 17, nothing exciting. I just had this cute card that said, "I've been naughty or nice," and I checked nice. "I'm always a good girl and Santa knows it," I wrote on day 17. And then day 18, my girlfriend from work, Patricia, she turned 60, so we had a little party for her. So I documented that. And then day 18 was my love of Hallmark. I talk about Hallmark here on my channel all the time, about how much I watch Hallmark. It was the countdown to Christmas since Halloween. Toddy was making fun of me all throughout December, saying I cannot believe how much, these Christmas movies have been on since Halloween. So he was teasing me quite a bit in December, but I don't care because I love them. They're just, feel-good, happy movies that I enjoy, so I had to document that. And then my girlfriend at work, Carol, CJ I should call her, she sent me this lovely thank you card, and she wrote such a nice little message in there, and it made my day. I actually choked up. I had made her this Afghan for her niece. So I took a picture of the blanket that I made her, and she gave me a thank you card. It was like one of the nicest cards I've ever received, with her lovely compliments. So I had to put that in here. And then It's a Wonderful Life is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. So Toddy and I have a ritual every year with this, so I just wanted to document that, and I wrote out the story on the back of that. Day 22, I hope the camera's picking up on these beautiful colors. The sky, it was like yellow here, and then it got to be like a very pale baby pink here, and then it was like a coral color here, then it went up to like a lilac, and then it's like a blue. It was the most gorgeous picture. That's from my front porch in the evening. So I had to take a picture, and again I had it enlarged to an 8x8 size to fit the album. And then this was lovely, a snowstorm. I actually think this was a picture on Christmas Day, but I just put it for the 23rd. Again, I don't care what date it fell on. It was in December, and it was a snowstorm, and I wanted to document how beautifully blue the sky was with the contrast of the white. I thought it was really pretty. And then Christmas Eve. This is when all the festivities really kick off here. My sister Care's house. That's her husband David. We go to her house on Christmas Eve. My sister Kim is photobombing her there, and she's also photobombing her there. Oh my gosh, she's such a silly goose. That's my mother. Her name is Teresa. We call her Titi. And then there's that's Kara's dog, Callie. And then I have these 2x2 page inserts that I just love, because I just go crazy and don't look at us there. We're just being silly. None of us smoke. My mother smokes, but we were just being silly. And we stole one of her cigarettes, and we took a picture of us. Then there's Cooper, there's Chloe, there's Callie again, there's me and my mom. Just all of us on Christmas Eve. And then these were just little, they were already cut out from one of the kits that I had received from Ellie Edwards. I think it was from 2016. But they fit perfectly in the 2x2, and I decided to use them this year. And there's Care's tree at her house on Christmas Eve. There's those two girls, and there's Kim. Now this has a little story, because my sisters hate smoking. They despise it. So when we stole a cigarette, I had to get a picture, because it's the most ridiculous thing seeing both of my sisters with a cigarette in their mouth. So I just thought it was so funny. And we were laughing so hard that I guess you really had to be there to think it's funny, but we were laughing so hard, it was just so much fun. And there's Care Care with a cigarette in her mouth, which, look at her dimple, which is so funny, because she didn't, you know, none of us smoke, so it's just quite funny. And then Christmas Day, we're at Kim's house. There's Johnny O photobombing her. There's her dog Cooper on my lap. I took a picture of him. And we just had a grand old time. There's Macy Girl, her other dog. Those were the gifts that my sister gave me. And this is my sister Kim's house. She's the one that does the festival of all of the trees that I said in my last video. So she's quite the decorator. That's her fireplace. Her, oh my god, what do you call that? I cannot think of what this is called. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm having a mind blank there. But there's her tree in the background. And then this was a funny, if any of you have seen Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase, when the cousin gives him a picture of himself. Well, my brother-in-law took a picture of himself drinking eggnog next to the tree and gave it to David as a funny gift. I thought that was hilarious. So there's Care just relaxing, and there's Kim's tree. Isn't it gorgeous? It's like candy canes this year, red and white. So pretty. So pretty. And then I just did like a collage on the back of this photo, because I had it enlarged to it was 8x8, and I cut it down to 6x8 to fit into the album. And then I just had a bunch of pictures left from Christmas Day, and so I just did a collage. And I had this sequence here, and I just glued the sequence down. Whether or not it stays, I have no idea how long it's going to last. But I just thought it added a little fun touch. And we were just being silly on Christmas Day. And this was my main gift that I got. We pick names for Christmas, so we don't buy for everyone in the family. We just pick names. And my sister Kim had me this year, and so she knows I love to read. So she extended my Book of the Month membership. So she did that for me. That was my main gift. And then this was just an envelope that I punched holes in, and I put some washi tape on it. And Toddy just wrote me a little note. So I just put the note because I wanted to keep it. I just kept the note in there as a little fun thing. And then day 26, Toddy and I took down our tree and all of our decorations. Once it's over, it's over. I want everything down because we put it up so early. We put it up the day after Thanksgiving, that Friday after Thanksgiving. So on December 26th, I'm ready for my house to be back to normal, and then I start prepping for all my, goals and things for 2018, for the following year. So I like to reflect on the current year, the week after Christmas, and then I like to prep for the new year. So I like to get things all nice and clean and taken care of the day after Christmas. And then 27, my other nephew Connor, he came up to get his gift, and he visited with me for a little while. He's so grown up. Oh my God, he was my little darling angel when he was a baby, but he's 17 now, so he's all grown up. He's so handsome. And then the 28th, we did Todd's side of the family, the Brown side. We hosted this year for Christmas. We had everybody over just for a easy, quick lunch to give the kids their gifts. So there's Emma with my brother-in-law, and there's Toddy being silly with his sister Margaret and his brother Tim. They're siblings. There's another brother too, but he lives in Arizona, so he doesn't come home for Christmas. And I did another flip thing here. There's the boys, my nephews. These are the guys that are the swimmers that I mentioned earlier. And then there's Todd and his brother Tim. I did some journaling on some journaling cards. And then here were just some silly pictures of the day. Don't ask me what I'm doing here. It's a long story. It was just something funny. And then Todd and our nephew Nicholas. Nicholas is like a spitting image of Todd. He acts like him. He looks like him. He acts like him. He talks like him. It's like you would think he's like a junior. So I call him two peas in a pod because they're so much alike. And then Emma had my camera. And she took these really funny close-ups of all of us. She went around and took all of us, so I had to put it in here. I thought it was so cute. There she is there, and there's her mother. And there's another flip of everybody else that day. And then the very last page, I just had a page of plaid paper, and I did some pop dots underneath this journaling card, and I had these pretty brads. I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to try to zoom in because they're really cute. Can you see the brads here? Am I in focus? But there's one of a Christmas tree, there's a sleigh, there's some holly, and then just like a little swirl type thing. But they were so cute, so I had to put them in. And then that was my last page there, and I just did the back there. So that is my December daily 2017. I'm so happy that it's done. You know, some people think it's daunting to do, but you know, it really isn't that bad. Especially if you're a person who could do it daily. I don't do it daily like Allie Edwards does. And many people do it daily, but I usually like try to do it on the weekends, or I had like half of it to go after Christmas, and it took me a while because I wasn't feeling well, so I finally got it done. And it's just, let's see, what is it? January 20th is today, so it's not too bad over the fact. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this flip through. Let me know if you have participated in December Daily in the past or have intentions to do so in this coming year. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys. Take care.